What is up, guys? This is Linthio coming at you with a Dark Matter Heretic video. Now yes, this is the deck profile that you might have been waiting for, and I do deliver because I love this deck oh so much. So this is the deck profile that I've been testing a lot, and this is kind of the pure Heretic type base deck with the Dragon Rulers, but you're going to see it now. So to start it off, we have the 3 Tefnuit. This is one of your main cards. As I said, I'm running the Heretic build, so I'll just quickly go through this because we run 3 Tefnuit, we run the 3 Su. You basically run 3 of everything. You run the 3 Nebthet and the 3 Esset. And then finally, we run the 3 Gabbet. Now, the reasoning behind running 3-3-3-3-3 is simply because consistency. You can OTK basically a board with just 3 Heretics, and being able to access having 2 monsters that you can normal summon, and then the other 2 that you can special summon over it, and then obviously the Tefnuit that you can special summon on its own to go into the different combos is really important. Gabbet's here because it gets you the level 8 Heretic, and remember, you can only get the vanilla, so that's very important. Tested a lot of ratios with these, and they were never a problem at full max because this is the type of deck that I'm running. I'm not running the Skill Drain version, the Barbaros version, the Mystic Dragon or Mythic Dragons, anything like that. I'm just running this one, so that's why we have all of these, and that's basically why I'm running them as it is. Then to go into the the level 8, we have the 1 Heretic Seal of Sun Dragon Overlords and 1 Blue Eyes, which I just want to point out is really nice. It's DT Super, which I absolutely love. But nevertheless, the reason why I run these 2 is obviously this is for your main rank 8 combos. Obviously with Gabbet you need to get this, but this is also here because of the legendary Maju Gazette, because you can bring him out, and if you tribute with Great Maju Gazette you get the 3000 attack, so it's really important. It's really nice as well, just in case you're in a bit of a push or your opponent stopped you from doing something. But this is really important to remember. You need to keep this available to you because you only have the 1. Gabbet only summons that. So if you do any combos with Gabbet, you kind of need to have this available to you. So just be very careful about that. If you're a bit unsure about it, you can always just run 2 of them. You don't need the Blue Eyes, but personal preference for me to be able to push for more damage is the Blue Eyes. And then the rank 6, level 6, sorry, Labradote Dragon, because it just makes for atom plays. You can just be a bit more explosive as well, so it just means guaranteed game and bigger pushes. So that's why I run these 3, sorry. 2 Legendary Maju Gazettes. So this card, if you don't know what it does, you basically tribute all cards on all monsters on your side of the field to special summon it, and it gains the original attack of all monsters on your side of the field. So for example, if you have a Heretic, so for example a Tefnuit, and you have a Blue Eyes on your side of the field, this is on 5-1. So that's very important. Also, don't forget that the whole point this is in here is because you can just like say normal summon Gabbet, then special summon this, tribute the Gabbet. Gabbet goes off to special summon the Heretic level 8, and then you've got an instant level 8 for Dark Matter Dragon. So I did run it at 3 and then ran it at 2, tried it at 1, and 2 was just the most consistent version because you don't need him for the combos in the version that I'm doing. So it's just really nice to have as kind of a backup. You know, if they might try and stop you with any combos, they might try and fiendish you or do something like that to kind of just stop any of your combos. Great Maju Gazette, or Legendary Maju Gazette, sorry, is just a really good backup card to be able to go into, basically. So yeah, it's really nice. It's also a dark if you want to run BLS, but I don't run BLS in this particular one, even though you could, but it's just space. Here are the 2 major key points of the deck, the 2 rulers. I only run 2. There's no need to run more than 2 in this deck because it just opens you up for dead draws. You want to be milling these with Dark Matter's effect. And I'll do a combo video basically on how to get certain combos off, including these. And because it might take a bit of time, I won't do it in this video. I'll do it in another one, which will be probably up the same or next day. So the Blaster and Tidal in here because these are the ones that I prefer. And that's just simply that, to be honest. Then we have the 1 Red Eyes, another key card in the deck. Simply because it just enables you to OTK really hard. Again, I will do a combo video on that, so keep an eye out for it. The 1 Eclipse Wyvern, you only need 1 because you don't want to draw it. You draw this, it sucks, because you then have to get it out of your hand into the grave and then be able to banish it. The banishing is not a problem, but the fact that you have to have it in the deck to be able to do the proper combo with with Dark Matter sending it. That's why you only run one, and you only have a few targets anyway, so more often than not, if Red Eyes is in the deck, you're going to be sending the Red Eyes. The one Dragard's here for your Felgram plays, and again, I will go over that in a combo video, but this is a really key card for being able to push for game safely, because you'll end the board with something like a Red Eyes, Dark Matter Dragon, and a Felgrand. So this is a really key card in the deck, because you tribute off a Heretic for his effect, his second effect, to make him a level 8, and then special summon the rank 8, level 8, sorry, vanilla. So he's really important. You only run one really in this build, because that's just how I like it. Again, you don't really want to see it that much. You want it to be able to mill it as well, because the standard mills for Dark Matter Dragon in this deck for me is a Ruler, the Eclipse, and this. But yeah, as I said, I'll do a combo video on it. It's not a problem. Then 2 Maxi, just to kind of stop my opponents, or if there's any Nakloth Nakloth matchups. This is just a really solid deck. Burning Abyss, anything like that. It's just a really nice card to be able to bring up your hand advantage and be able to make sure that you're going to push for game. So they are the monsters going into the spell lineup. I don't run any traps, just the spell lineup, because this is the OTK based one. Upstart Goblin. You can give your opponent 3,000 life points and you can still push through for game in one turn. You can OTK them quite easily. So the Upstart Goblins are just kind of a no-brainer for consistency and just to keep the deck as consistent as possible. 3 Mystical Space Typhoon if they ever want to flip up a Skill Drain, or they want to flip up a Vanities. Vanities is the main one, and even Skill Drain doesn't really stop this deck all that much, because you can kind of rely on the Rulers, and even going into big beefy rank 8s as well, to be honest. But the MSTs are here just because, just generic back row removal and all that. 2 Heretic Seal of Convocation, because you play it at the maximum. It's very standard, you don't really need to say much about this. 2 Book of Eclipse. Now this is here because you can flip things like Ophion down, you can flip the Djinlock face down, so it's just being able to support yourself, making sure that you have game 1 cover, because Nakloth is a big thing, and as soon as they realise you're running Heretics in the Dark Matter Dragon version, they will want to lock you down as quick as possible. So Eclipse just allows you to let them do that and not really worry about anything. You can side another if you want, or you can main another if you're really scared of the matchup, but 2 was really good for me. I didn't really need to play it any more than that. Penultimate cards, 2 Wingbeat. This is just simply because of back row. If you're playing against a deck that's heavy back row, this is just great. I don't run Lance because, it's just personal preference, to be honest. I know you can use offensive and defensive Lance, but the Wingbeats work completely fine for me, and that's why I have them. And then the final card, which I've umminaed over, is the Buckamoon. This is also for the Djinlock. You can just get rid of it. And it's just much easier. It was either this or Snatch Deal, because space is really tight, and I decided to go with the Buckamoon simply because if you do Snatch Deal them, the lock is still on the field, and you're just kind of sat there with a monster that you're then going to have to tribute summon to get off the field. And while it's good, I'd rather just be able to Buckamoon and do that play. So to go into the extra deck, we have the 2 Dark Matter Dragons. So this is a really important card for the deck. It's what the deck's based around, and if you don't know what it does, it's basically a 4,000 beta that in essence you overlay onto a Galaxy rank 8. When it's summoned, you can send 3 dragon type monsters from your deck to the graveyard, and then your opponent banishes 3 monsters in their deck. And it's just brutal because you can attach a material and attack 2 monsters in the turn. So it's a really amazing card. You can OTK so heavy with this card, it's unbelievable. And it's just incredible because you send the Rulers, you send the Eclipse Wyvern, you send the Dragard, you just dump everything into the graveyard to be able to OTK as quick as possible. So it's really good because you can even send, you can even detach like the material for this with and get then banish to the Eclipse Wyvern to get the Red Eyes back to your hand, then special summon the Red Eyes, then bring this back and then overlay into another Galaxy Eyes. So it's just really formidable because it's just crazy. So yeah, this card's absolutely incredible. Going to the rank 8s, we have the Heretic Sun Dragon of Heliopolis, just in case you need some blowing up cover. The 2 cards that we use for Dark Matter is these 2, number 107, sorry, and number 62. You don't need any more than 2 because you only run 2 Dark Matter Dragons in this version anyway. I only run 2. And if you run 3 Dark Matter Dragons, you want to bump this up. Hopefully we get the other Galaxy cards that's crazy and the exclusive. I can't remember what it's called, but hopefully we get that, and then these will be replaced probably. But yeah, so these are imperative because that's how you summon Dark Matter Dragon. Felgrand, really key card in your extra deck. I can't say this enough, to be honest. And I only run one because you only really need one. Personally, I've only ever found myself needing one. He is here because it stops any problems that your opponent will try and put on board considering hand traps. So Valkyrus, Swift Scarecrow, anything like that, you can happily summon this, punch, and just protect any of your monsters from any of those battle trap effects. So it's a really, really key card just to be able to push through in the cloth matchup. And he's absolutely incredible, and I'll do a combo video on him, how to end up with him on the field with OTK. This is one that I've been trying out. It's quite interesting, simply because I just want to see how it works. It's good in the mirror because I can steal my opponent's dragons if I survive, and it's just an interesting one. It's either this or Thunder End Dragon, the ultimate that requires 2 vanillas. That's rank 8, and you blow up the field. Or blow up the monsters, one or the other. You can choose either or. I never really needed it, to be honest, so I'm trying out this one just as more of a support card. Going on to the rank 7s, we have the one Dragosack, simply because, we run the rulers. Even though we run 2, I only run 2 rank 7s. Well, I run 4 technically, but you'll see the other one. Big Eye as well, just for pushing for game. The Dragosacks for removing problem cards. They're just kind of your standard rank 7s. 2 Gaia Dragons, this is here just for our rank 6s. And it's also a good card if you do actually overlay the rulers into this, if you want to just poke for some damage, extra damage or anything like that. So it's just a solid choice anyway. The 2 Heretic Dragon of Atom, just for combos. As I said, I do run a lot of 6s in here, so this just allows me to push for game really hard, and just allows me to really screw up my opponent and get maximum damage on board. The 1 M7, just for removing any problem cards, or if I need another card, or maybe even if I want to recycle my Red Eyes, I can just bounce it back and use this. And then finally the 1 Star Eater, simply because this card allows me to really push for extra damage, and it's just in general a really easy card to summon, because you just need the level 6 card that just, you know what I mean. I'm getting it. It's been a long day, trust me. You just need a level 5 Heretic and this, and you can make it really, really easy. Sorry, you need the level 6. Sorry, you know what I mean. We all know how Star Eater works, right? Come on. So, so it's just, in general, just a really solid card. It's really important to run, in my opinion, because it just means that, again, it's safety. It's another 3-2 that your opponent can't really do anything about. So, that is it, guys. I hope you did enjoy the video. This deck I absolutely love. I've been testing it to death, and it's just so good. It's so good against so many matchups. Obviously, Vanities is a problem, but that's why I do main the MSTs and also the Giant Wing Beats, just to remove any things like that. And it's really good at baiting out your opponent's back row cards as well. So that is it. So I hope you did enjoy the deck profile. I'll do a combo video probably after this, and it will be up soon, hopefully, for you guys to see just some of the good combos that you can do with the deck, because there are so many. And that is it. So let me know down in the comment section below what you think of the deck. I personally think it's really underrated. A lot of people are dismissing it, saying the cloths will smash it. And while the cloths are an incredible deck, I think this really does give it a run for its money, and it's a pretty cheap deck in all fairness. These currently aren't actually that expensive, about £15 per head, and it's probably going to go down. So that is it, guys. I hope you did enjoy that profile. Let me know down in the comment section below, as I have just said. Like, comment, subscribe, and I shall catch you guys later.